Who is not struggling with depression listening to this show? Depression is part of life. I don't understand where this came up. You know, when you turn a normal human emotion into a disease, you can open up the Pandora's box of treatments. You can sell drugs for it. You can sell therapy for it. How about calling it a normal human emotion? I would think that if a person isn't depressed right now with this charlatan in the presidency, that they're psychotic. I would say anyone who's not depressed with Obama in the White House and Axelrod and Rahm Emanuel and the others around him and what they're doing to this country, I think you're crazy if you're not depressed. Houston, Texas. Adam, welcome to the Savage Nation.
Hey, I agree with your comment about depression. I wake up, the hardest part every day for me is waking up depressed. And I know there's a part of me that knows that everyone deals with it one way or another. So when
That's
I hear
right, you live with it. You live with it. You struggle through it. And most of life is overcoming depression for an average person.
I agree, and it's good to hear you say that because it affirms what I already knew to be true.
I have struggled against depression my entire life. So what? I've never taken drugs for it. Never. What I found years ago, there are other methods of dealing with it, with my natural inherent sadness about life. And that's my way of life. I look at life as a very sad journey. I don't think life is very happy. I don't think life is ha-ha. I don't think it's Disneyland. And you can go under from it. You can become a drug addict from it. You know, you can do a lot of things. But I found out a long time ago, and I struggled for a long time to find the methods. There are many things you can do that aside from drugs to fight through depression, such as apply yourself and work. Do something meaningful. Devote yourself to somebody other than yourself. There are 100 things you can do, if not 1,000 things you can do, that do not require therapy and drugs. That's all. I don't understand. Everybody... Never, you have to hide it? What's there to hide? Life is very tragic. If you lead an ordinary life, tragic things happen to you. Or if they don't happen to you, they happen in your family. If they don't happen in your family, they happen to your neighbor, or your neighborhood. And okay, so you're not listening to this show to hear this. You want entertainment because it's Friday and you want something, joking and uplifting and rock and roll Friday. I understand that. But this is not generically a ha-ha show. That's for Letterman with the canned jokes. And that's what he specialized in, and there's big money in it, and good. Who paid any attention to him? Big weekend ahead of us. Us depressives out there with nothing to do till Monday, till I'm back on the air. No, it's crazy. Life is actually crazy when you're certain. I'm in such a monotonous grind that's perfect, and it's paradise in its own way. I have to remind myself that this is actually paradise. This time, this profession that I have, this is actually paradise compared to what's coming. I have to remind myself about the country that we're in and what's about to come down the pike with this crazy administration in charge of everything. I've never seen anything like it. The guy doesn't stop. $800 billion for a health care overhaul? Where's the money coming from? We don't know, but we want health care overhaul. Why? Because we promised it to the left-wing crazies. Oh, yeah, and then right after that, before Labor Day, we're going to grant amnesty to 30 million illegal aliens. That should really break the bank. But we don't care. Why? Because we promised it to La Raza and Lulak. What are you people, nuts? You don't see what's going on here? So that's it.